Hello, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are looking at equilibrium constant Kc question. In this video, we are going to make use of the table to find the Kc value. Right, so the first thing that we can see, I've already drawn the table here. So we are going to have complete our table. Right, I'm just completing the table here. Because we need to draw a table and then we complete the table. Right, so that's the first thing that we need to do. We write down the reactions as it is, and we look at if to see if our reaction equation is balanced. So in this case, it is balanced. So as you can see, we have got 1 and 4 and 1. This is the ratio. We need to identify this. That's the first thing. So the next thing we can see from the question that they've given us, we are told that a solution is prepared by dissolving 4 moles of copper chloride. So this is the initial number of moles. So we've got 4. Right. Completely in water to make a solution of 2 dm cubed, that's the volume. When equilibrium is established, there are 2.2 moles of copper hydroxide. So when we at equilibrium, we are told we have got 2.2. So all this information is given in our question. So when you are using this table, you make sure you complete this because there are some marks here. As you can see, we are talking of about 8 marks. Right. The next step is we have completed the table using the information that they've given us. We have written the ratio. Now let's look at equilibrium moles of reactants and that of products. So what we can see here is let's look at the change that takes place. Right. So if we starting yes, you can see here we are starting with no chloride, we are starting with no copper hydroxide, and after at equilibrium we have got 2.2. So what it means now, the change that we had here is plus 2.2, right? And if we look at the balanced equation and the ratio, we have got 1 and 4. So if we have got a change of 2.2, so our change of the chloride is going to be 2.2 times 4, and this gives us 8.8. Right, and the change in the copper chloride here is going to be 2.2. So you notice what is happening here, because we started with copper chloride, there is a decrease, and for the chloride there is a plus. Right, so now this is what we have. Now we can do our simple mathematics. So if we start with 4 and there is a change of minus that, you will notice the answer that we have here is going to be 4 minus 2.2, and you will notice this gives us 1.8. Right, and we did not have any chloride, but now we have got 8.8. So what we have here is 8.8. Right, now the next table is if we want to find the equilibrium constant, And remember, we are going to make use of this formula that we have been using. C is equals to N over V, where C is the concentration, N is the number of moles at equilibrium, and the volume. And we are told here we are making use, our volume is 2 dm cubed. So when we say 2.2 divided by 2, we are going to get 1.1. And 8.8 divided by 2, which is our volume, we are going to get 4.4. And 1.8 divided by 2 will give us 0.9. So now we have got the concentration at equilibrium here. We have got our concentration in equilibrium. Now the next thing is to write down our Kc expression. And one thing that you need to remember, we know that Kc is given by the concentration of the products divided by the concentration of the reactants. Right, so this is our product, and the concentration of our reactants there we have the concentration of our reactants. Right, and we also have the chlorides raised to the power 4. You will notice here we are not including the water in our expression, because when we write the Kc, we only look at the aqueous and not the liquid. So now once we have got this, now we can now substitute our values. So here we have got 0.9 divided by 1.1 and 4.4 raised to the power 4. And we can make use of our calculator. If we use our calculator, we are going to get 0.00218. So this is our Kc value is expected. So we can say, therefore, Kc value for this expression or for this reaction is given by that. Right, so that's the answer. Right, thank you very much. We have come to the end of our video. I hope you have learned one or two things here, and see you in the next video. Bye.